feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive. Ultimate punch!
What's up?
What's up?
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly.
You just got killed by a WOOOO Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh? You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Wretches instead. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you.
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time.
Yeah, he's got an egg, you might.
Oh, hi. Hello. 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 I feel like it's been a while. Been a while since I did a live stream. We got $50 donated to the Trevor Project. So I got my YouTube payout today. Like I said, I rounded up the donations and we sent $50. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I'm proud of myself. I haven't ever fundraised something in my life. And it's also very important. Like, it is a very important organization. So I'm gonna pull that up really quick. It's been a while since I live stream. I'm rusty. Hello, Dan. What's going on? Rogue Demon Collects. Hello, hello. Welcome. Y'all can hear me, right? Here we go. Wait, nope, go back. Come on. So I made that $50 donation on behalf of y'all because, I rounded up 5, but pretty much if you bought merch, woke Toy Avengers merch, then the money that was made from that went towards this fund. I got about $23 from that. I had separate donations. So I had 2 separate donations for $10. And then, YouTube takes their cut. So I had to round down, but then I rounded up myself. So we made $50 and we donated it to an amazing cause, the Trevor Project, and dedicated to in honor of the Rowdy Rascals. So everybody got a shout out there. Bad day. No, it's got 9 viewers and 19 viewers actually. And I just started 3 seconds ago. So you're wrong. Huh. How about that? Also, my chat is active. So I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're by your lonesome in your neck of the woods. Being lonely is an epidemic. It's called the male loneliness epidemic. And I know a lot of people that are salty about life experience it, but it's because they're salty about life. So maybe get over it. I don't know. But $50 to a great cause, the Trevor Project. I'm really, really happy that we were able to do this. Kyle Busch passed. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's awful. That's awful. I don't know him, but if you're a fan of NASCAR, I'm sure that is a devastating blow. I still love my t-shirt. Yeah, I still haven't seen it on stream. Did I? It looks comfy. I think I did. Galaxy Class, what's going on? Why keep the box? Hello, good to see ya. Good to see ya. So you're eating your words there now, LL2Q10E. Got lots of people watching. So $50 to the Trevor Project. And yep, that's the live thing. I mean, that's why I don't just randomly doom scroll through stuff. No, CJ, don't worry, you don't need to mod. No one is getting too out of pocket yet. We're good. Remind me when I put it on. Remind me when to put it on when I come to a live. Well, I don't think I'm doing one this Sunday. I think I'm chilling. But enough of the sad shit. I'm doing better. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. That's what matters. And I'm also doing better. So I've been working at a very physically intensive job the last year. And I had an interview today that went pretty well. So well, in fact, that they offered me the job. I'm not going to say where for obvious reasons, but it is a huge step up, in my opinion. And here's to better things. I actually, like I said, I got my YouTube payout. I made my donation to the Trevor Project on behalf of myself and everyone involved, which, you know, that's still ongoing. If you buy Woke Toy Avengers merch, tongue tied, then the proceeds will still go to the Trevor Project. I'm not gonna just be like, cut that off. And I will also update everyone so you know I'm not like, oh look, I'm now a grifter just like Chad. No, I'm not gonna do that. What I say, I do. So the money that I made, quote unquote, made through that went to the Trevor Project. But I was also able to get some toys, and I'm hoping to get more in the future again because, you know, shit sucks. Shit's expensive. Gas is almost $5 a gallon here. It's like $4.59. It just went up from $4.29 to 30 cents overnight. So that's fun, right? But I had to remake my YouTube, or not YouTube, my Instagram. So getting rolling there a little bit. I had about 600 followers on Instagram, which isn't big. You know, I've got over 4K on here, but Instagram, it's just me shit posting for the most part. I was proud, 600. My most followers on another Instagram was like 89, 150, something like that. So I was getting almost to 1,000. And then Instagram said bye-bye to your account. So that got deleted. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure to follow me over there for wonderful shit posting. I'm out in space. What did you do? What did I do? Just called out racists. Pretty much called out racists in certain places that isn't real, you know, calling out atrocities that isn't real places like to commit, and Instagram doesn't like that kind of talk. So they literally just deleted my account and gave me no recourse. So I'll make a better one. Oi, cunt. Yo, the boy, I filmed my review. I haven't edited it yet, obviously. Hopefully when I start this new job, I can work out a better schedule and keep my uploads consistent and still have free time to do all that. Of course, YouTube's not going anywhere. I'll have more scratch, as it were. Hopefully that's the plan, right? But I did get some stuff that I'm going to be reviewing soon, and I will show y'all what I got. And then we're going to check out some new releases. Basically like a rowdy rundown, but I'll try to run. Yeah, it wasn't just canceled, it was obliterated. Sent to oblivion, as it were. Dan, I have another one filmed, much like my The Boys review, and I haven't edited it yet. I have like 3 videos I need to edit, and then I gotta do my Sky Dancers and Dragonflies video, the 90s band toys. I want to talk about those, which technically they got banned in 2000, but they were from the 90s, so it still counts. But what I got so far coming, these will probably come next week, like late next week, if not the beginning of the week after. But I'm hoping it's sooner than that because I'm going to start my new job on the 1st. But I got these 2 figures coming for review. Finally, let's see where. So I have Balrog coming, big old boxer Balrog. So gonna be a review on that one. And that'll be fun because everyone's saying what a dope figure this is. And every release that Jada does is just like an improvement. Like they're so much better than the last one. And not that the last one was bad, but this is what, you know, Hasbro or McFarlane or other companies should be doing, is taking their last version and not resting on their laurels, just trying to do better, you know? What's up, Larry? Good to see you. But I got this Balrog coming, $34 was pretty expensive, but apparently he's like this fucking big. So, not that size matters, right? Wink. Sorry, I'm a little random today. Random anime question. Have you seen an anime called Solo Leveling? It's freaking awesome as hell. It's funny as hell. I have not seen Solo Leveling. The last anime that I've been watching is the Ranma remake because Ranma is my favorite, but I'm behind on that because not only I forgot that season 2 dropped and then I started it and then it's finished and I forgot about it. And then I started watching halfway through and then shows like The Boys, Daredevil, Euphoria, what else has come out recently? All those shows dropped around the same time, so that's been stealing all my attention. And then X-Men 97 starts next month. What else is coming out? There's a lot of TV. Like I've been doing a lot of TV reviews, which is fun. I enjoy that. But no, I haven't seen that. But Balrog, we're gonna get this big guy, and then the other one that just released that I'm also gonna be getting is he's been sitting in my pile of loot for like a month at this point. Where is the big boy? E Honda, and then I am caught up on Jada Street Fighter as far as the releases. So we got E Honda and Balrog coming. I'm super psyched for both of them. He's also $34.99. These are the big boys. So they're $5 more. $5 more. But I'm excited for this E Honda. I'm really pumped for this E Honda. Hi, Leia. Justin, how's it going? Hi, this is my first time catching you live. I'm relatively new sub. Once has a pleasant interaction with you on Reddit regarding a gold Hilder figure, if I remember right. Well, that was probably me. And you know what? I appreciate you. Because that's a great figure. And I took some cool photos. And it was really nice, the response that I got on r/action figures. But I made a subreddit because some of the mods in r/action figures are not great. But I made a subreddit. So if you want more interactions like that, trying to keep it all like that, I will type it in the chat. But it's called r/figure fanatics. And one of my moderators here, Leia, who just got here, is another moderator. So smaller sub. We have about almost 350 subscribers now on the subreddit. So if you feel like joining another action figure with lots of awesome photography, like there's so many awesome photography contributions on my, you know what? We'll just bring it up. It's been a while. We'll play some catch up on the Rowdy Rascal universe, right? So Justin, you're glad to see you here. Also, please feel free to join the subreddit r/figure. And I created it, but it's not really like my fan subreddit. It's just for people to talk about action figures and be nice to each other. That's really it. That's really all it's about. Sneaky Figures, who's another moderator on the subreddit, actually just posted this awesome. He's posting some fire photography all the time. But just posted this awesome Mandalorian and Grogu photo. And then the cool thing about Sneaky is he shows you behind the scenes. So you can see he's got his camera. And this was just, I think those are Hot Toys. They gotta be Hot Toys, right? It's gotta be Hot Toys. Wouldn't it be funny if Sneaky showed up when I was talking about him? Richard, what's going on? I don't know if I said hi. I'm hi. So it's gotta be a Hot Toys, right? Yeah, that's a Hot Toys. So that's an awesome Hot Toys photography shot right there. Here's a post by Leia, our mod, who got some pickups. More Hot Toys previews from Sneaky. And then, of course, Leia staying on top of the Marvel Legends releases here with the fantastic, which we'll talk about. We'll talk about this stuff because the one in pack already went up for pre-order and it's $60. What is it? Spider-Man and Reed, $60. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then Rowdy is not me. Rowdy 3110 is not me, surprisingly. Rowdy, that's this person's actual name. But here's their picture of the Nash. Yeah, Charlie Nash. So there's a subreddit there. If you want another one with no bad eggs so far. Everyone here is awesome. Everyone here is cool. I post there, so Of course, you know I'm cool. But that is, oh, did I close Big Bad Toy Store? What's wrong with me? Well, I don't need to look that up unless, yeah, because I've got 2 other things coming. I got 4 figures, y'all. I know I've been slacking. I get the Lizard, I get a couple Marvel Legends, but I'm so excited for, of course, the Street Fighter stuff. But these, like, okay. Do they have them on BBTS? They should. They should. Okay, they do. So I have this coming from Amazon. Battle Cat. Fucking Battle Cat. I've never had He-Man stuff before. I've never had a He-Man figure other than like hand-me-downs from like, I guess they were my uncles or something, or my granddad's from his store when I was before I was born. Like, so I got like a Skeletor and a He-Man, but I never had like my own, and I had a Battle Cat. They're all gone, obviously. But this one looks so good. And also I feel like I'm so right about the Mattel DC stuff. I know we're only seeing the kids choo-choo train. I know we're only seeing the kids' toy solicitations right now, but when I get this He-Man figure, I guarantee you holding that is going to be like what holding one of the new DC figures is like. I promise you. I promise you. So I got this Battle Cat coming. He's actually coming tomorrow, and then He-Man is coming Monday. So I'm hyped for both of those. I was gonna get Skeletor, but it said June 5th, and I was like, no. If I'm getting He-Man, okay, I have Khazar and Zabu, so I need He-Man and Battle Cat. So I ordered those two. And I love articulated animals. Tigers are my favorite animal. So a green and yellow tiger, come on, it's a freaking given. It's a given, and he's a pretty kitty. I'm also a cat person, so he's a pretty kitty. You go pet the kitty cat when we get him. And then I also have He-Man coming. Because you need He-Man with Battle Cat. It's crazy that these didn't really go up to pre-order. I think they just went straight for sale and at a good price too, $26.99. So yeah, I've got He-Man coming. Yo, his eyes look kind of yellow there. He looks like a vampire. I want to suck your blood. Ah. Is that the anime that you were talking about? That's crazy. It gets literally vaporized. Cussed like a sailor when that scene happened. I'm really looking forward to my review of these. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But like okay. Here's the thing about Hasbro, right? They rest on their laurels. They sit on the same molds. They reuse the same molds. They've been using Sunfire since whenever, the same body. Oh, cool. We updated the limbs. They're pinless. This He-Man figure has all the bells and whistles that the best Marvel Legends figures have, right? See you later, Rogue Demon Collector. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. But this, he's got the ball joint waist swivel. He's got the upper ball peg chest joint. He's got butterfly joints. He's got pinless double arms, pinless double legs, thigh cuts, yada, yada, yada. And this is a $26.99 regular release Mattel figure. This is what the DC collector's line will be like, because the kids line is $12.99 a pop. Like the separate figures are $12.99. I think they have like a 2-pack or 3-pack with Bane and Nightwing, and that'll probably be like $25 for 3 figures, something like that. Wow, Kaiju. Way to rain on my parade. I literally was just talking about how I have this guy coming, and I'm excited because it's going to be an indicator of the DC line, the way that they engineered this thing. I think he looks great. And no, I'm not happy about the price, but I haven't gotten new figures in a while, and I don't spend $50 on Godzilla or $70 on another Kaiju. I just get the normal size people and Battle Cat and He-Man. Perfect combo. So those are the 4 things that I have coming to review finally, because it's been a while. I know I had the Lizard, but that was like few and far between. Starting this new job, and I think it's going to be really good. I will just have to work on the schedule. But fortunately, I'll probably be making my own schedule. All right, let's look at some of this new stuff. I'm not going to really go over the whole Marvel Legends stream because I literally live reacted to that. So if you want to know what I thought about the new Marvel Legends wave as a whole, I had a live stream on Monday. It was like 35 minutes covering Hasbro's fan stream, right? But let's look at this jar of buttholes right here. Because this thing looks like hot shit, right? This thing looks like diarrhea shitting out of a petulant asshole, is what I would say. And it's the same color, like that diarrhea green. Maybe a little bit too bright for that, but oh, is he ghastly? Thank you. I think it'll be good. I'm hoping it'll be good. I've been trying to find something, and I finally think I found something good that'll be a step forward instead of a step laterally. You know what I mean? But we shall see. God, this thing is like bungalow butthole booty sauce. Got the pins in the legs. Hold on a hot pickin' fucking second. I have a question for myself. Because I'm gonna be pissed if that's the case. Does it only have a pin on one of the legs on Max Hulk? Or am I crazy? Let me see. What is she looking for? We'll never know. I feel like they made... That wouldn't make sense though, would it? I could just grab my own Max Hulk. I don't know. I know the ankle is new. So at least the calf, or not the ankle, but the calf down for the feet is new. But I thought maybe the bottom, that might be new. No, it's the same. Okay, so they just swapped out the calf because of the, I guess they got a boot cut, right? Do they? Do I know anything about Hasbro Marvel Legends? Either way. So I think that this upper torso is new. The arms are new. The calves are new, but the waist and they could have sculpted a fully new fucking figure, right? But anyway, even if they did sculpt a fully, who the fuck cares about Hulk 2099? Class, raise your hand if you care about Hulk 2099. Spider-Man 2099, Doom 2029, Venom 2099. 2099. Those are probably the only three that anyone gives a fuck about, right? Not Hulk 2099. And I read up on him after I saw the pre-order drop today, because I read the back and I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty average. And apparently the storyline is pretty average for Hulk 2099. He looks like he'll be a little hard to stand. He looks like he'll be even harder to stand to look at. But it was so obvious they were trying out a human-sized Godzilla with no tail. Yeah, it's just a stupid design. It's a bad design. I know what that is. They bashed a bunch of prototype parts to make this. I mean, it looks like a Toy Biz figure, if I'm being honest. Like the way they painted it. Excuse me. Because they put paint apps into it, right? But all it comes with is a swappable head. No fists or nothing. And all the different shades of green are just gross looking. Like, it's distracting. And then he's got a hairy back and a long mullet. Like, it's not great. It's like Mr. Hyde mixed with the Hulk. And I'm not really about that. Especially when it's old parts. Ghost Rider 29 was amazing. 2099. Ghost Rider 29. I haven't read that much. I haven't seen too much about it. What was that toy line? Mashups? That's what this is. Yeah, the Hasbro mashups. He's veiny as Edward Norton's Hulk. No one's as veiny as Edward Norton's Hulk. That dude was fucking strenuated. I can't fucking talk for the life of me. What else? What else was solicited today? New arrival, Archangel. Wait, Kaiju, you actually like something? I'm shocked. You know what you should get since you get records? You should get Periphery's new album on vinyl. I know they have vinyls at their store. I'm wearing a Periphery sweatshirt right now. I've been listening to the new Periphery album since last Friday. That's the only music I've listened to the last week is Periphery. I like his Hulk too. Now that's a bold claim there, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Terrifier 3 Ultimate Art the Clown Bloody Santa Suit. Still haven't seen a Terrifier movie. Probably never will unless Rhea Ripley's in Terrifier 4. Then I will watch that. Otherwise, no. Also, look how uneven my nail length is. Like my pinky and my ring finger are long and pretty. But then the other fingers I break all the time. Oh, this pinky I broke too. But I'm trying to hopefully when I get this new job, start this new job, I can start getting my nails done again. Because I used to be bougie as shit. I would go to the salon like every 3 weeks. And I'll get fill, new color, all that stuff. And then like every month and a half I would get a pedi. So I want to fucking do that again. I want to pamper myself and my girlfriend again. So, part of getting this new job and trying my best to find a new job, I've been applying left and right like a mad woman, was so that I can, because my partner has a good job now, right? She's doing well. I need to help more. I need to contribute more. I need to stop sitting on my ass, especially with everything being so expensive. I can't afford toys because I don't work enough or make enough when I do work. So gotta get a new job. And I put my fucking nose to the grindstone and I was just apply. If it even was vaguely in my wheelhouse, I was like, just apply for it. And I used to work in food. I was a supervisor at the food court in Costco for a year, and I worked at Costco for 14 years. So I have all this customer service experience and all this, and people suck, but I am good at talking to people. So I was like, I hate working general public jobs, but if I need to suck it up and find something in that sector to get a better job and start a better career for myself and do better for my partner, it's for both of us. It's for me, it's for her, so we can get a house. Tired of living in an apartment. Been in here 11 years. So it's time to fucking put on the big girl pants and be an adult and work as hard as I can to make shit better. Because it ain't gonna get better if I just do nothing. The world's fucked. We're in the end times. Not biblically, but like any day now. Just so enjoy it while it lasts. Let's get our plastic. Let's get our drinking on. I started drinking again. I hadn't drank for a long time, but I drink on the weekends now. So I'm trying to live a little bit. Probably start getting the flour again as opposed to just the old Benjamin Buttons. Rafshad, good to see you. So yeah, I want to do better for myself, my partner, because that's all I got. I ain't got family. I got me and my girl and our 3 children, which are cats. That's what we got. And I got a bunch of plastic toys. So do what you can for yourself and yours and take care of yourself and don't let the world get you down. That's what I say. All right, look at this fat fucker right here. Look at this fat piece of shit. No offense to anyone who looks like the fucking penguin, which you probably don't. But these are what the Todd's mods. No wonder they took the license away from him. Flower superiority. Yeah, it's been a while. The last time I smoked flower was at Toy Tuber Expo last year with Jenna. With Jenna Say What. So she had like 2 J's and we smoked that shit. And that was nice. That was literally the last time I smoked flower. So it's been a while. And I used to smoke every week. A zip a week, like that was me. And that was when I was getting my nails done all the time. When so it's time to get back to that shit. It's time to stop being grungy tomboy Riley and be more bad bitch bougie Riley, which I used to be. I got my Ray-Ban. I got my Ray-Bans. As long as I got my Ray-Bans, I'm doing all right. I am a little materialistic. Okay, I have like, what is it? Is it? It's a Louis Vuitton. I have a couple Louis Vuitton bags, and so does my girlfriend. So we got some nice stuff. It's just I haven't had time or energy to give a fuck. But if I'm working a general public facing job, I gotta look good. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in here tonight. Every week, I smoke every evening. Well, I literally smoke nonstop every day when I had flower. Like, and we would do gravity bombs. So like, I would just do a GB, cough up a lung for an hour or two. No, it wouldn't be that long, but after an hour or two, I'd do another one. So maybe about 12 of those a day, and that adds up to a zip a week. That little materialistic was spelled in all caps. Listen. I like my stuff. I like my stuff. That was my Connery. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't enjoy this Todd's mod. This penguin is grotesque, ghastly even. I am not at all impressed by this. In fact, I'm gonna have nightmares. And the same can be said of this here Plastic Man. Like, hello, what? Please help me. What is happening? Why is he a little thicky? Why is he a slim thicky? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how to feel, and I don't like it. Todd, you fuck. I got banned from r/McFarlane for calling Todd a fuck. They're like, why does Todd make these toys? And I was like, because Todd's a fuck. And then 3 minutes later, I got banned from r/McFarlane figures. And I was like, this is for the best. I wish you well in your endeavors. Who the fuck is that? And they're not even statues, kaiju. They're like this big. They're like little, what is the scale? 4.5 inch scale. So a lot of people know about that 4.5 inches, right? Ha, ha. That was a joke. I apologize. Size doesn't matter. It's all about what you do with it. She is very risque tonight. They should call me Risky Riles. Risque Riles. Yeah, these are 4.5 inch scale kaiju, 20 bones. But look, if you wait, you can get them on sale for $13.99, which is still overpriced. But do they swallow? I'll be here all night. Well, about 25 more minutes. About 25 more minutes, folks. Yeah. Oh, we did see a little sneak preview of this on the subreddit r/figure fanatics. Go check it out. We got the Hot Toys Queen Amidala. Now, is it Keira Knightley or is it Natalie Portman? Yeah, it's Natalie Portman. That was easy. That wasn't even a mystery, y'all. No suspense whatsoever. Not really much to say about that figure, other than she looks pretty in her gown. And that's all you're going to get from that, because all she did in this outfit was sit there and be like, I would not sign myself over to the Trade Federation, but I can't remember the lines right now. $304, which is expensive. Still not getting the Hot Toys when I start this new endeavor. So we shall see how that goes. Really not a lot of new stuff coming out, but let's go to the trusty toyark.com, everyone's favorite toy news site. So we got Kink Lion-O. We're not going to talk about Super 7. We're not going to talk about that. We don't care about Thundercats. Is this their third Conan Mezco Arnold figure? Didn't they have another one? Or is this one that they solicited a while ago and are just now? No, because the other one had face paint. So this is a new one. the discus. If you know what that's from, props to you. He has not butterfly joints. No butterfly joints, which is interesting. Because are they using the older Conan body? Is this a new body? I don't know enough about Mezco to tell you. You know who does though? The Amazing, who lives up to his name. He is amazing. So maybe he will have a video coming out for this in the relative future, and he will let us know all the deets. Or he probably has one of the older Conans. But I think this is like the third Mezco Conan. Kaiju, how is it not real? It's literally right in front of me. Well, metaphorically, not literally. It's not even a metaphor. Is it a metaphor for our obsession? A new action figure? Or am I just getting too philosophical with this shit? He comes with a bearskin vest? Yes. Say less. Say fucking less. Mezco is the Ohio of the toy industry. It doesn't risk. So it's like the isn't real of the toy industry is what you're saying. Right? Is that what you're saying? We don't want Hellboy statues. We're not going to look at that. These went up for pre-order for 60 fucking bucks. And Reed still doesn't have butterfly joints either. I pre-ordered these because I want Future Foundation. It's fine. I'll swap them out for the Fantastic Four and just leave Johnny up there. It's fine. I never liked this version of Conan. I like the Destroyer. The only Mezco I would own is the Fantastic Four set. The Indiana Jones one is so fucking good. It's a really good figure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 60 bucks, Richard. I can double check for you. But I'm sure because it's because of the hands. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to have Thing and Sue cost the same amount because they'll justify, oh yeah, all the new plastic for the Thing and then the new rubber parts for Reed. Yeah, it's 60 bucks. At least they didn't just give him the fucking spaghetti fingers. When I saw that first picture, I was like, no, there's no fucking way. And then they showed the creme de la creme, which is these big old bad boy mitts right there. So that's fun. Just sucks he doesn't have butterfly joints. They could have worked it out and given him butterfly joints, but they just limbs. I don't know. What torso is that? Is that a brand new torso? It's not brand new. I don't know which torso it is. The only thing due on that thing is that the chest piece is the chest. The only thing due on that thing is the chest piece. That's it. I'm confused. I'm very confused, but that's okay. I have that set of spell effects and magic items for 112 too. Hell yeah. Getting both, but more into the Thing and See, I want the Reed with the stretchy limbs, and I want the new Thing figure. He looks great. Dev Toys, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. So I did pre-order this, 60 bucks, like I said. Hopefully things will work out and it'll be good. And I'll just be able to go back to normal for the most part. Not normal, because nothing is normal right now. But you know what I mean. Like pretend like everything's okay. And just do my part to make people aware when it's not. And keep doing me, because that's what matters. That's the best thing, right? Existence is resistance. Fuck yeah. It's pretty metal. Oh, we were on Toy Arc. Yeah, so we don't really need to talk about that too much because I already gave y'all my take. Ooh. Have you ever wanted a muscly space slug? A giant muscly space slug, because this fucker's probably huge. Just a preview. Look at those sluggish abs. Glorious. Glorious. I remember when Rhoda was just a wee little worm in the Clone Wars movie. called him Stinky. Was it Stinky? I'm pretty sure it was Stinky. What's up, Stinky? This is actually pretty cool. The glowing Blanca. It's actually pretty fun, especially because the colors still match Blanca. I think it looks cool. I don't need to double dip on any of the Jada Street Fighters, but if I didn't have a Blanca and I was feeling a little zesty, I would probably get this one just because it glows in the dark and it's the normal colors. Other than the pants, but you could paint the pants if you wanted to. We're trying to go see it this weekend. That's the plan. I would really like to. We'll see. I do want to see it in theaters. I don't care what the reviews are. Reviews are never shit. Like people, oh my god. I like I said, I recorded my The Boys review, but I'm not going to spoil it. But I am going to talk for a second, for just like talk to the camera, as it were. So let me take the toys off for a second. So I understand being unhappy about a finale, right? Like Game of Thrones was obviously underwhelming. It had its problems. Stranger Things, same. It was good. I enjoyed it, but everyone wasn't going to enjoy it. But I feel like the criticism with The Boys is that a lot of people, identified with Homelander rather than the good guys. So they're pissed and it's clear because I've seen people replying like, "Oh, Homelander wouldn't act like that." Well, you kind of missed the point of the whole character and the whole show. But that's fine. You could do that. But I feel like people were mad that the show didn't end like the comic book. And I also feel like the people that are mad that it didn't end like the comic book have actually never read the comic book. Because if you read the comic book, you would probably fucking hate the comic book because the Boys comic book is terrible. Intentionally so. Buff Hut rocks. Hell yeah. I got mine coming between tomorrow and Monday. I got He-Man and Battle Cat, so I will give you my thoughts in my review because I don't know yet. Season was far from perfect. Yes, it had its pacing issues. It had its characters written off too suddenly without much ending, but spin-offs are coming for Soldier Boy, so we'll get more of that. Gen V was canceled, but I'm sure we'll get another form of that continued on, etc., etc. There was filler, but they did push the plot forward in those filler episodes in the last 10 minutes or so. But at the same time, I was looking forward to it every week, and I was also glad to still be getting new characterization from these characters. Because the end of last season, we can talk about that because I'll give you guys till the weekend when I edit my spoiler review of The Boys. And then I'm just going to start talking about them because, the next day, not even the next day, the same day, you're already seeing memes and shit because that's the culture we live in. But the ride was fun. It was enjoyable. That being said, I didn't give a single fuck about Frenchie. I was completely signed off on his character, any emotional attachment to him. So I didn't feel anything for him throughout the entire season. Which that's what happens when you find out someone's a bad person, and complacency is also bad. So it leads a whole bunch of questions about the cast and crew working on the show and their intentions and where their allegiances lie and all that kind of stuff. But regardless of that fact, I did not want to write off an entire show that I've enjoyed for 5 years because of one piece of shit who, much like with Stranger Things, because Noah Schnapp is in the same boat. My opinion, kind of a dumb asshole. So just don't attach their character emotionally. I didn't, and I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed getting more Soldier Boy. I enjoyed seeing Homelander and Butcher and Huey and Annie and all these characters just come full circle to a point where you felt comfortable letting them go. So that I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I think people were asking for too much, expecting too much from a finale because the budget is astronomical on a show like this regardless, but the teasers and spoilers are one thing. But if you actually read the comic book, the ending was pretty spot on, other than a couple of characters swapped in different characters involved. but the ending was pretty damn close to the comic book. Except in the comic book, literally everybody dies except for Huey and Annie. So it's depressing, and I'm not going to spoil anything and say anything about who dies or who doesn't. But there are character deaths, etc., etc. It's the final season; they can't just let everybody live. So, I thought The Boys season 5 was a great send off. I am a Supernatural fan, so Eric Kripke already had me from the start because he's the guy that made Supernatural. So I was along for the ride. I enjoyed the ride, and I'm not going to let a couple of flaws or plot threads that were loose or plot holes ruin an entire show for me. Yeah, see, CJ knows that comic fucking blew. It was terrible. It was bottom of the barrel depravity. It was awful. And it was only for the sake of it. It wasn't even to prove a point. It was just to be like, yeah, I hate superheroes. So they're going to be the worst things you can imagine. You should watch it, Dan. You should finish it. It is worth watching. Annie gets her due justice. She does, it's good. It is good. I was crying. And I watched it twice. I watched the season finale twice. I watched it by myself, and then I watched it with my girlfriend, and I still had the same reactions and feelings as I did the first time, which was joy, horror, shock, sadness, happiness, all rolled into an hour and 10 minutes or so. And I really enjoyed it. And I liked seeing certain characters meet their fucking, like, who could, okay, we all know Homelander dies at the end, right? We all know that's a fact that's going to happen. And there were people who were guaranteed, no, they're going to pull a fast one and Homelander's going to win. Are you joking? Why would you want Homelander to win? Oh wait, we know why. But it's like, no, that was never on the cards that are on the table. That was never in play. Homelander was never going to get away with his plan. Like, if they did that, they would have ruined the entire show, and it would have been worse than the comic books. But in reality, will Homelander get away with all this stuff? Who fucking knows? We all know who I'm talking about when I say Homelander. It's just crazy, the parallels between the real world that was supposed to be like satire and exaggeration, and this could never happen because we averted this. I got on my face. Hold on, I've got a clip for that.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, he's got an egg, you might.
The Boys comic was not my thing. I feel like they fixed a lot of it by toning it down by a little bit. Yes. And they also took out some of the worst characters. Although they did have one of the really bad ones in the last couple episodes, and it was really funny. Because it was a certain cameo reunion episode. People liking Homelanders, like people like Rorschach, right? Like Rorschach is like, yes, he stood by his morals, but he was also kind of a racist piece of shit and an alt-right conspiracy theorist. Like he was in favor of a more fascist totalitarian government in way of dealing with things that he thought were bad, which was just, ending them. And so Rorschach was not, you weren't supposed to identify with Rorschach. He was just the point of view character. You weren't really, the people you were supposed to identify with most were Owlman and Silk Spectre 2. Owlman 2 and Silk Spectre 2. Those are supposed to be like the self-insert characters because they're good people trying to do their best. And then you got extremists like the comedian, extremists like Rorschach, extremists like Ozymandias, extremists like Dr. Manhattan, who's extreme in a different way. He's like extremely logical. So he's like the alternate to compassion and empathy. He's just pure logic. So you're not really supposed to be like, yeah, these are the good guys. These are the characters I like. Just like Homelander, you're not supposed to like him. He is supposed to be the worst in everybody. He's supposed to be those worst instincts that people have, and then they let him win, and he grows more powerful every time you say yes and let that feeling in. You're just giving in. But in the end, we're all human, right? I like the Watchmen show, and apparently that's an unpopular opinion. It was different than and I like the movie too. Like the Zack Snyder movie was good, and I feel like they didn't really have to change the ending, even though they only slightly changed it. They could have just left it, and it would have played fine. just because the whole movie went off without a hitch. Like that would ruin the movie at that point. And then the show had reference to the comic book with what actually happened, which if you only seen the Watchmen movie and you haven't read the graphic novel, in the end, it's not Ozymandias framing Dr. Manhattan for the blast. He creates an alien like octopus squid creature that essentially falls down on New York City, explodes and kills millions of people, or like hundreds of I don't know what the number was, but he was like, this create an alien threat to make the world governments unite and create world peace. So he was once again an extremist. He's like peace at all odds, kind of like Peacemaker. I don't care how many women or children I have to kill for peace, you know, just that kind of thing. So, I mean, you know, the racism and the fascism goes hand in hand. He's just not a good dude. He's just not a good dude. And I don't know if he was explicitly racist, but just like, you know, the alignment with you know, that whole movement coming out of his thing. And it makes sense because he was just an angry white dude, angry at the world. We gave away, we fundraised $50 for the Trevor Project. Also, hello, hope the babies are doing well. So you know, we selling merch and had super chats and all that stuff, and I kept track of it, and I rounded up. So we donated $50 to the Trevor Project. So hopefully we'll get more, some more merch. But I would say if you want to help, the best the best thing to do is go directly to the Trevor Project and donate, because that's how I donated the $50. So Anthony Starr is so charismatic as a person, but Homelander is a man-child. Yes, and that's the point. You're not supposed to like Homelander, yet people are like, Homelander's my boy, he's so smart and brave and strong. Oh, you sweet summer child. The boys are doing great. Awesome. Amazing. Love to hear it. Good to see y'all. Horrible people can be compelling characters. Don't want to know them in real life, right? Like Homelander is obviously, Homelander and Butcher are the two most compelling characters in that show. And if people are mad, well, I can't spoil it yet. But if people are mad about Butcher's ending and all that stuff, it's like you really misunderstood. You misunderstood these characters from the beginning. Homelander is broken. He's alone. He's fucking lonely. Butcher is broken. He's alone. He's fucking lonely. They're trying to find or create family where they can. And when it doesn't work out, what do? Go scorched earth. It was always going to be the case. It was two vastly different things that are vastly alike. You know, it's just two extremes coming together in the middle and being just as horrible as each other because they want the ends to justify the means. That is the point of Butcher and Homelander, at least. No, not at least, in both iterations, in the comic book and in the show. They are polar opposites, but also too similar to really be called opposites. It's a really weird situation that they're in, and something's got to give at some point, and it does in both things. And then when that's gone, what's left? For those kinds of people, nothing. So there's nothing that can replace the feeling or step in or make it better. They just want the ones that they hate to feel that shit as well. I am, but not at the show. Also, the show can't be as bad as the comic. No, the show is great. The comic book is terrible. I'm glad, see, I know what I'm talking about. I'm glad that everybody is on the same page that the boys comic book is hot fucking ass. Garth Ennis hated superheroes, probably still hates superheroes. That's why he wrote that comic, to shit on DC and Marvel. Two sides of the same coin. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It was gross. It's very gross. I haven't read the comic myself because I've read, you know, the plot and the issue descriptions and yada yada and read up on characters. And I'm like, why would I want to subject myself to this trash when I can just watch the highly more enjoyable TV show and just put that on and actually enjoy myself, you know? So it's clear the show is better. So people that are mad that the show didn't end like the comic, you suck. I don't like you. I have questions about your moral character. Garth Ennis is a brilliant writer when he loves what he's making. See, but like he created The Boys, so you'd think that he would love the characters, the material, but no, he just used them to project hatred for a whole genre, which is fine. You can do that, but just like at least we got the show out of it. I can't be too mad. Preacher's a wonderful comic, but the show sucks ass. And you know, it may be because, and I'm not saying that Seth Rogen did a bad job with The Boys, but he's a producer on The Boys. He was a producer on Preacher. He was a producer on a lot of comic book shows. Some of them are really good and some of them are really bad. And maybe it's because Seth Rogen, as a producer, doesn't understand the material as well as some of the people reading it. I don't know. But The Boys was good. But I think that Eric Kripke pretty much had most creative control the entire time. So I think that he had a course and he wanted to do it just like Supernatural. He wanted to end it at 5 seasons. He wanted to be done. And the network and Jensen and Jared and everyone else involved was like, this is too fun to stop doing. We want to do this forever or as long as we can. And Eric said, yep, I'm going to go work on this. And then he started working on The Boys. So if he hadn't left Supernatural, we would not have The Boys, I think. So at least not in this form. The show made me angry. Creature is quite possibly the greatest comic book I've ever read. See, I've heard that about some Garth Ennis stuff. Like I've heard his Constantine and Punisher runs are good. I just don't like a lot of the language that he uses. I'm like, you didn't need to write that out, dude. You didn't. You could have censored it. You could have just straight up censored it, implied it, and not actually had it. You know, shock value, or I'm gonna get your attention to make a social commentary. And it's like, just make the social commentary with clever writing rather than using slurs. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I would love Carl Urban as Wolverine. Yeah, he's too old. He's way too old. Not that he's old, but to be Wolverine, he's too old. His Preacher and his Hellblazer. Yeah, see, that's what people say. I just don't like the language that I don't like it. Much like I don't like that they made Kitty Pryde say that to just be to prove a point. And it's like, no, we can get the point. We understand. That's the whole point of X-Men, is they're meant to be a stand-in for civil rights movements and people of color and minorities and people that are discriminated against. We get it. We get it, Kitty. It's very plain to see. It's always been woke. I need to finish. Oh, we're not even going to talk about Neil Gaiman. We're not even going to talk about Neil Gaiman. But yeah, I watched some of the first season, but I never finished it. But I guess I'll have to make a real thumbnail for this shit. This is technically a rundown, so I guess this will be a rowdy rundown. So yeah, I guess this is the official, because it is Thursday. So I guess this is the official return of the Rowdy Rundown, at least for this week. So try to do it again next week. And then, like I said, it's allegedly starting a new job soon. So we'll see how that goes and how I have to work out my schedule. But I should be doing my own schedule as well as other people's schedules. I'll tell you, it's a step up from what I'm doing now, which is picking boxes up and putting them down. And I am capable and I am smart, so I'm sure I can handle it. It'll be fine. I've been in those kinds of positions before in multiple jobs. So, with all that being said, y'all, wrap this shit up. Make sure you smash the like button. I always forget to tell y'all on my stream, but I'll tell everybody on everyone else's fucking stream. So hit the like button. If I don't even have at least 10 likes, because I had, consistently 10 to 15 viewers. So I'll have at least 10 likes. I'll be fucking pissed when I get off of here. Hold y'all accountable, okay? Just like I hold others accountable, I'm gonna hold y'all accountable for not hitting that fucking like button. Okay? Like I said, I got figures coming to review. We got some He-Man stuff. We got some Jada Street Fighter stuff. Hopefully more frequently. Hopefully I can start editing these videos. I got to get my next Mighty Max video edited. I got to get The Boys review edited. I got to get that burp edited out of the live stream. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can because it's live. I think I just ruined my career. Canceled. Yeah, I gotta do some editing. So maybe this weekend I'll sit down and do that. Hopefully go see The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's good to see you, CJ. I know we've missed you on the live stream. So I'll try to do it around this time so that you see it and pop on. I know you're a couple hours behind. Reviews, original content. We're gonna be doing 90s band toys, starting with Skydancer and Dragonflies as soon as I get the energy to write that script out and record it and sit down and edit it, which will be a process. That'll be like fucking 3-hour edit, I guarantee you. So there's more stuff coming in the future. I will wrinkle out a schedule for uploads and all that stuff and live streams when I start this new job. And if I don't go live this a week or next week or whatever, you know, on a regular basis, if I can't do it every fucking week, I'm going to stop feeling bad because I can't do it all the time. I know a lot of people have the weekly shows and I try to do it, but life is just too short to just be like, yeah, I have to go live stream this way. I have to do that. No, you don't have to, Riley. People will come back. People will come back. So like this video. Stay tuned for other stuff. Keep your head up. Stay brave. Be kind to the local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I gotta go to bed because I still gotta finish this week of work. I love y'all. I'll see you next time and bye bye. Industry.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day! Oh!
Man, he hit his ass with a porky toe, man. Nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday! You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished!
Alright, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick!
You know my dad?
Oh!
G.I. Joe! What the fuck? This is my hat now! This is totally my hat!